And welcome back to another episode as the Italian Empire. We finished up our war with France, so let's go ahead and get right into it as we focus on the war with Germany. So we need to do a little bit of frontline management. We just finished up this war here, but we need to set up our front line in a way that actually makes sense. So I think we're going to need probably at least 2 armies to cover this front. So let's go ahead and move this purple army back over to this army. And we're going to want to focus our mountaineers and our tanks in the right spots. So let's get rid of all of this for now. And let's get our fleets unassigned. Let's try and make a little bit of sense of all of this. We might want to... Well, I was going to say we might want to have some of our fleets out here, but like docked in Portugal ports, but we won't need to since we shouldn't have any issues getting access from the UK. Let's see, so these are all French fleets. Okay, let's just have these all go in here and we'll just train them in our training fleet together. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's bring our planes back, or just have them stop doing their missions. Just bring it back to Sardinia. Alright, so we're currently working on that justification with Slovakia. So how are we doing on resistance here as well? Okay, we're going to want to low resistance in France as well now. On our border. Okay. Alright, so I think what we're going to want is a front line like that and one like this. I don't know if we really want to cover the front with Slovakia with our own divisions. We might leave that to our allies. Yeah, I think we can leave that to our allies. I'm comfortable doing that. We've given them all plenty of territory. They're very strong, so I think they can do it. We're going to want 3 front lines over here because that's where we're going to be focusing our push. Alright, so let's draw a front line over here. Okay, so it wants to do it like that. Can we do one over here now? Yes, we can. Sort of. Okay. You gotta like come at it from this angle almost. That kind of works. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's get these divisions now assigned. And we'll try and do this manually. We're gonna be focusing on a spearhead up through here, I think. Maybe not directly through Czechoslovakia, maybe through here. I'm just looking for a good angle here. I think maybe this area would also be good. We could take Prague really quick. If we could take Prague really quick, get control of this, then we could push to Berlin really easily. So we'll go through the lowlands here and try and get through there with our tank divisions. On the other hand, our mountaineers could be useful here in the Alps. So we'll assign them as such. Assign them there. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then our garrisons are already good to go. I think we actually need to extend out our defense missions to cover these coastlines. I don't think they're going to be able to get into here, but we may as well defend it. Alright, that's pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and move our planes around actually. Well, let's let them get to a place where they're all together and then we'll assign them around. Okay, so I'm noticing as well we have a lot of unassigned air groups. So let's fix that. So these are fighters. We'll put them in the fighter air group. I think that's what this is. Yes. And these are all close air support, so they'll go into this one. Okay, we don't have many tactical bombers, I'm noticing. I don't know if that's because we haven't deployed them or if we're just not building any. Man, there are a lot of planes that we have not even deployed yet. So let's have these train as our reserves. And then let's go ahead and assign these. As for the naval bombers, I don't know what we're going to use these for. Because there's not really a great area for us to use them in. I mean, I guess we could use them in Portuguese ports like that. naval bomb off the coast of Portugal to destroy submarines. I mean, yeah, we could do that. Why not? Let's get our fighters in. We'll do our fighters in the Alpine region. We'll split 200 of them off to go over here in southern France. Let's have our close air support focus over here as well. And the tactical bombers can come over here to help in this region. And that way we're focusing on the Alpine region, but we still have some assistance over there as well. Alright, pretty pleased with that. Our submarines, I would like to raid their convoys, so I'm actually going to have our submarines go ahead and dock in Lisbon. I don't know if we're really going to be doing any naval invasions. There's not really any great opportunities for us. So we're going to leave this fleet as is. We're going to continue to do a strike force around here. I mean, honestly though, we could have a very aggressive posturing and move this fleet over to Lisbon as well. Have this fleet as more of a defensive fleet, covering our ports and our docks, our dockyards, kind of covering our coastline. And this one could be our more like forward positioning type thing. Maybe we put this under a separate commander and we make this like our home defense fleet in these regions. And this one can be our like sort of forward positioning type one. So we bring this one over to Lisbon, and then we can do up through the Bay of Biscay, English Channel, and we can bring our spotting command over there as well. Yeah, Portugal's not going to be very happy with us, I don't think, docking in their ports. But we did get that alliance, so we may as well make use of it. This is our training fleet. We'll do something with these ships after they're done training. Okay. Looks good. Let's let that run for a moment. Get our troops into position. And I'm realizing now we're going to have some supply issues, I think. Yeah, well, these aren't connected yet. So we'll have to see once that's done. Okay. So the justification is finished. Let's see where our ships are at. So we got our submarines. They're getting their org back. We want to do a strike force up through here like this and cover Gibraltar. Then we want to do spotting fleets through this region like that. Or maybe we should cover this, though I don't think they're really going to be getting through. And then we could do sub command. They can go a little further. Oh, go a little further. So we'll do here through the English Channel. And we could even go up into that region, but I don't think it's worth it. Okay. And that looks pretty good. Let them get sorted out there. We're not going to declare war right away because we want to give our allies a chance to get into position. Yeah, see, we're not even covering this front as effectively as we should be. But I mostly just want to cover my own territory for now, until we're ready. But see, they should be moving into position here. We might have to actually defend this after all. We'll see, we'll see. I did want to start training more tanks and more Alpine divisions and more infantry. This is going to give us the ability to kind of respond if we need to. Let's make sure we're only queuing up one of each of those. Alright, and what doctrines can we get? We can get the mountain artillery. We are going to take that. And we're actually going to go ahead and upgrade our Alpine divisions as well. We don't have the XP to do that. Never mind. I was thinking we could put some artillery on there, but that's okay for now. So they are engaged with the Soviet Union, which is good. That's good for us. How are we doing on their cipher as well? Okay, we're about 45%. We don't really have the tech to break their cipher fast enough. We can work on it though. Let's queue up a little bit more construction so that we don't have to pay too much attention to it. And I don't know why I'm building over here. I can't remember, do we have a core here? No, we don't have a core in Savoy yet. Okay. So we'll just queue up where we have a good chance to build. We do have a core on Corsica, though. No, we do not. Okay, so that's just once you get Greater Italy. Alright, so that's ready to go. And I think, unless I'm really concerned about this, let's double check our supply. It's a little bit tough there, but it works. Over here is not enough. Okay, so let's upgrade this rail line, since that's actually going to be where we're really focusing our push up into Bohemia. So we're going to want to wait till that's ready to go. Let's motorize everything that we can. We already are. Portugal wants a fire ship. Yeah, we'll give them that. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, nothing. Looking good. Got those new submarines. Do we have the torpedoes? We do have the torpedoes. Let's work on the magnetic detector with the raiding fleet. And let's go ahead and design those new submarines right now. So it's really easy. Just get all of that on there. We'll just do the torpedo 3s and the radar. And I think we'll call this the... I think we call it the Sottomarino 3A. We'll do Star Wars submarines and the skull looks best. Alright, we'll start building those right after that one's done. We'll start 2 new lines of submarines. Speaking of submarines, we should have a few that are already ready to go that are done training. If we take these, most of these are trained, so we could probably take, we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that 10? That's 8. Let's take 2 more that are ready to go, and we'll have another one just added on there. We could stop training those. Just make sure they're assigned to convoy rating as well. Alright. What is outdated? Just that submarine. Okay. Got a new trait for the submarine designer. Let's go ahead and get the torpedo attack. Upgrade that. And that will upgrade. Okay, good. Good. Alright. Just seeing if our allies are moving into position. They aren't really, but that's okay. Who is assigned to this army? Okay. Yeah, it's a good thing I checked that, because these guys should be assigned here, not over there. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of these leftover fallback lines from way back. Tragic air crash. Okay, yeah, that's because we never took that one focus. Expand Rome flying school. Not a huge deal, but yeah, we did lose those guys. Is what it is. I think we might want to go up to... Oh no, we're already on extensive conscription. Okay, that's good. Let's get the speed for the truck designer. Alright, let's go ahead and declare war on the Axis. So I think we can't revoke their guarantee, but we can go to war with them and call our allies in. And they should naturally go to war with us here. So we could potentially cut them off here. Let's slow it down just a second. And yep, okay, we're now at war with Germany. Excellent. Let's go ahead and, I mean, their front lines are very sparse. I mean, we could push in here with ease, so let's do exactly that. Let's try and take as much land as we can. Push these front lines forward. Yeah, see, they're shifting over. Let's take our armor and push forward up to the railway track. Pin where we can. Exactly like that. There are weaknesses in that line, but we're going to focus that on in a second. Let's keep pushing over here wherever we can. Taking all the victory points. Up to Nuremberg. Munich. Around like that. Yeah, just take everything that we can. Pin them there. need that are standing still. Can push to Prague there. Alright, so let's focus on this. I'd like to cut them off if we can. And the easiest way to do that is to attack from multiple directions. Attack some of these weaker areas. Push in anywhere we can. Pin in other areas. Don't let them move freely. I'd like to not attack the river, so something like this would be better. Maybe like that. Okay. And that's just completely free to move there. Let's try attacking here as well to pin them. As well as here. We might be able to win outright, but we'll see. Okay. So far so good. Let's go ahead and have them push forward. We're still going to micromanage them, but this is just so that we make sure we're taking any opportunities we can. Just because it's such a large front that I really want to make sure that we are doing that. Alright, let's make sure we get to Munich. We can cut them off here. Grab up all this territory. Got the concentrated industry. Let's go and grab the excavation 4. Let's do that. And come up here if we can. Lots of divisions, so make sure that we're using them all. Go take Dijon. We can destroy that unit there. Probably able to win there. Maybe we can get up through there. And the goal is we cut off these units early. Just absolutely destroy their lines. Okay, I don't like this so much because we're really overextending, so let's go back and meet that railway. I do want to take control of that though. Got a few more mills. Let's put it on our tanks. Also, let's upgrade our trucks. Put them on tanks. That'll be helpful. Alright. Been embargoed by Mexico. Interesting. Didn't see that coming. Being honest with you. Okay, we'll push back to the Swiss Alps there. So we're continuing to push along here. Again, this front isn't as important because these are not German corps, so ultimately, like, the only reason this matters is taking control of it will give us it'll give us a bonus when in the peace deal. That is the only benefit. Alright, where are our tanks? They're like in this salient about to get cut off. Alright, let's not let that happen. And instead... Okay, it's because of Slovakia here. Okay, let's continue to push out of here. We wanna take Prague and all of this if we can. So it's important that we continue pushing anywhere there's a gap. Cutting them off. Okay, let's push here up to the river. We've taken control of Dijon, so let's continue pushing. We've got no opposition up here, so we should be able to get up to Brittany. And Berlin is not even that far anymore. Finland and the Soviet Union have peaced out. Let's see if we can't meet up these front lines as well. Moscow armistice signed. Let's see how we're doing in the ocean. So we're sinking a few German convoys. Those are the old Vicky France. They're not even a country anymore. Those are the old Vicky France. Pride of the fleet. Alright, so we're not winning there, but can we win if we assist? I mean, more importantly than trying to win battles is just pushing forward and encircling. I mean, that's really what's going to help us. We're starting to get to the Maginot as well here. You know, and no matter what side you attack from on the Maginot, it's going to be annoying. So let's go ahead and assist our divisions more directly in these regions by going like that, and we'll get... Can we move this up to there? just so we're gonna have a better mission efficiency. Let's move these guys up here to northern France to help that push where we really need it. Alright, let's go and try and push around here. I want to cut off some of these divisions so we're not just pushing and pushing. Okay, let's try and cut off those divisions as well. Assassination of Lev Trotsky. Trotsky's dead. Let's get the towed artillery bonus for our artillery designer. And, oh wow, okay. Let's trade for some tungsten with the US for now. And see what we can do here. Okay, war with the Dutch East Indies. As for our next focus, let's get the expanded corporatism. That's going to give us some really nice bonuses. Let's also take this artillery bonus and just get the next one for that tree. Okay, so where are our tanks? Let's focus our tank divisions back up again, because I'm not liking this so much. Where are they? Let's get rid of this front line and focus them on pushing here, maybe. I don't know, this isn't very great for us either way, but if we can push out of here, we can get to Berlin really easily. So that's what makes the most sense. So 4 of our tanks are here. Where are the other 2? They're over here. Okay, they're relocating. Let's check our supply map and see how we're doing on that. Yeah, a lot of these aren't even connected. So let's see if we can also... They're connected through here. Okay, let's... That's a level 2, so let's connect this directly here. And then we can upgrade that to 3. 3. Let's just, okay, let's stick with the 2, since that's actually achievable in the short term. And let's go and move these up into the queue to get them built out a little quicker. And let's just try and in here maybe and grab up territory around these divisions. Let's see if we can't just crush this guy really quick as well. Just keep pushing. Right now we're winning just because our divisions are better, but we're also taking more losses than I'd really like to. Our touches will be sent where we please. Let's see if we can't do something like this. We don't have enough units over here to really do the kinds of things I'd like to. The US has joined the Allies. That's a bit scary for Germany, and might be a problem for us later. We did cut off these divisions, which is excellent. The US has joined, and what this means is we need to get a move on, because if they naval invade, they're going to be more likely to get some war scores, so we need to prevent D-Day, or rather we need to try and win before a D-Day type event happens, so that we can make sure we get as much war score as we can get, because we want to keep it to ourselves, because the benefit of having our own alliance is we don't really have to worry so much about splitting the spoils. I mean, outside of with our own faction. All right, so how are our tanks doing here? They're doing absolutely terribly, because we're trying to fight like in the mountains. Yeah, let's try a different. We're making a lot of progress up here, so let's move our tank divisions over here instead, since this seems like it's going to be the best way to make a push to Berlin happen. So let's move them off that front, move them over here instead, and that should be better. Let's make sure we're building out the supply as we need it. It looks like we are. It's a level 2, and that should connect. Okay, we needed to upgrade that rail as well. Okay, but once that's upgraded, we should be in good shape. Okay, let's push here instead. We're really weak. We can take Weimar. It's going to be to our benefit. Got some research. Let's go and get the next armor tech. As for where we go next, there's an open tile here. I'd like to attack that and then pin here if we can. Again, if we could cut off Brittany completely, then we're in good shape. Let's assist this attack if we can. Yeah, they're trying to stop me from moving in there. And that's a kind of a fruitless attack over the river there. This is the problem with battle plans. They're just not really efficient. I think we can probably stop pushing now. They've kind of solidified their lines, so I'd rather make smart strategic attacks rather than push against their front lines like this. Conserve my resources and my equipment. Yeah, this isn't going to do anything. Let's stop pushing there and here. Instead, let's fill in this and try and assist this push. We'll move another unit in there if we can. Maybe we will pin this though and continue to push that. Okay, so we've almost cut them off here, but we're going to need some reinforcements. Let's not do that because we're going to get cut off. Yeah, got to be very careful here. Okay, yeah, they're filling that in, so okay, so what is happening here? Why are we attacking that? Just be a little bit more cautious, guys. Okay, so we've got Weimar here. I can't tell if that's over a river. It doesn't look like it. We might be able to do a push here. I'd like to take this as well. Let's assist that attack. Start an attack there. If we can take these victory points, that's going to be to our benefit. We did get Prague. Let's try and push them out of the mountains here. We got some divisions from Romania. Let's put those into the army. Alright, let's try and fatten up this front a little bit if we can. Actually, we might not need to do that. Instead of doing that, let's send one of these divisions over here to assist. Same here. If we can just get behind them and cut them off, then that's to our benefit. We're not winning right now, though. Okay, so can't tell what happened here. Let's push along there and here. Yes, we're kind of just pushing against their lines and not really getting any good encirclement opportunities right now. But that's about the best we can do at this point. I'm surprised we can't win here. And that's just because they're dug in, I guess. Maybe we could take this, though. Less divisions. But they're going to move in to reinforce that, so we may just need to wait till we get more tank divisions. How are we doing it in the skies? I think we should move these planes over here so that we can get close air support, where we're actually trying to make a encirclement happen. This isn't working because it's over a river, but if we attack there, we might be able to get something. We did take Frankfurt. Maybe we can cut these divisions off if we attack. Let's get one of these guys over here to assist. Okay, so let's see if we can take Weimar. These units. Berlin is not far at this point. Got another operative slot. Let's go and just get this guy. And I think we're going to start building an intel network on the UK. Yeah, that makes sense. How are we doing on our new units? Pretty good so far. Just keep an eye on that in case we want to deploy them. Okay, that's not working. Neither is that. So it doesn't look like we're going to get a situation where we cut them off there. So far, so good, but we're still kind of struggling now that they've solidified their lines. Let's see how we're doing on the supply situation. The supply situation, we're fine right now. Yeah, we're fine on supply. It's just more of a how are we doing on equipment. Okay, so that's what's going on. Actually, no, that shouldn't be an issue because I think that's just the sort of artificial deficit from all those new divisions. I think it's just a matter of making sure that we are making best use of our divisions and pushing where we're actually able to win. at this point. We can't win there. They have a tank division. Yeah. Let's not do that. We'd need more divisions, better divisions there. But maybe there's a weakness here where we can cut them off further up the line. Ooh, that might actually work. I mean, we actually... Do we have open front here? No, we don't. That's just visual. We got a tank division from Turkey. We might throw that into our army. Why not? Yeah, let's go send it over. Wow, we are pushed up here. Let's see if we can make something happen here. Kind of force a push to Berlin. So far, so good. Alright, it does look like we should be able to win here. And we might actually be able to make something happen here as well. Though they're kind of slowing our advance. Maybe we attack here. Yeah, actually, no. I don't think we have enough units to make that happen. And now they're actually looking to push us back there. And we have an open tile here as well. Okay. Can't be as aggressive over there just due to the sheer lack of divisions. We could always pull off of our garrison, but I don't think it's really necessary. Once we get Berlin, we're going to be in a much better position over there. Yeah, they're going to push us back over here. Not much we can do about that. Except let them. For now. Alright, so what's happening here? Let's push forward a little more here. And we're suffering with supply in the region, and that's because this isn't connected yet. Or rather, there's no connection. Let's do it like this instead. To get that supply. I think we need more divisions at this point. So let's see if we can't do that. So the tank divisions need more time. But maybe we deploy these and just train them on the field. Maybe that's more efficient. Okay, let's get these into their own units here. So let's get the tanks and the mountaineers. Mountaineers aren't going to be as useful, realistically. Let's get these guys in a line over here, training up. Let's get the tanks. I think we should bring the tanks over here. I don't know. It's not as important, but we could take out a lot of divisions if we cut them off here. So let's bring them over and train them up. Bring them over, train them up. As for the mountaineers, we can bring them over here and train them as well. And we'll just train them in the fields. Let's get that as well. The next doctrine for them. Alright, let's keep pushing. We might be able to cut off some units here. Looks like we might win this attack. So, let's see what happens. Let's pin. Not to win there, but more so just to delay. To give us time to maybe cross the river. And I think we might be able to do it. When we cross the river, that's really big for us. Okay, Berlin looks open right now. But we have to react. Let's try and pin so we can get to Berlin. Okay, we've taken Berlin. Okay, so we want to really solidify that position. So let's move some more infantry over there. And yeah, no, that's really good. That's really good. Okay. So, also I want to check our traits really quick. We don't have any command power to use regardless. Okay, we can't trade with the Soviet Union anymore. So let's trade more with the US as much as I don't want to strengthen a potential enemy. I don't think we have a choice. Can we win here, even though it's a tank? Push them over the river. Maybe. We'll see what happens. Might be able to win there. They have no supply, it looks like, so maybe we can win here. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay. Let's get this upgraded. And add some more artillery mills. Alright, so I think now's the time to also move our planes around. So I'm kind of torn on where to focus them because I think we should do it up here. Because that's really what's... If we can expand up here, I mean, this is where a lot of their industrial base is. And they're just going to collapse if we can secure that. And leave the rest there. Okay, it doesn't look like we're going to win there, so let's not attack that. I think we might be able to win here, though. Let's see if we can't push up along the river here. And again, we're extending our front line out a lot, but I think it's to our benefit. We have more divisions in training, so I'm not too concerned. So have our allies actually joined the war as well? They have. Okay, good. I was curious about that. I don't really want to push along this front. It's kind of not useful to us. So this is mostly Polish territory. I mean, there are cores here in the Silesia, but we don't really need it just yet. Let's see if we can't take this. I think it's over a river, so I don't know. It's going to be a tough win, but we might be able to just barely. Just barely. Okay, got some new Turkish divisions. Let's send those to the garrison. We could use those divisions to push. Yeah, look at this Turkish tank. Look at this huge model, by the way. Absolutely love it. I love Turkish tanks in this game. It's so funny. Alright, let's move. I don't know if our tanks are really going to be any use in Berlin, though. It's all surrounded by a river. I think we need to bring them over here. I think that's where our tanks are actually going to be useful. So let's do that. We'll leave our infantry to that job, because if we can push up, then we can completely isolate the French front line. So let's do that. Let's move our tanks over here and try and do like a push up to Wilhelmshaven. So remove our units out of there. Our mountaineers, though, I think our mountaineers would be useful over here. Maybe trying to pick up some of this Silesian victory point situation stuff. Let's do that. Let's move them over there and put more into our tanks. Stronger tank divisions is going to be better for us. Okay, we do have apparently some planes that we can deploy. Some naval bombers and some close air support. Let's split these up and get these training, since that'll fill out more planes. So we've got these training. It's going to take them a while to train, though. So I don't know if we're going to have any new tanks soon. Let's see. Can we win anywhere up here? I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to win. I wonder how many divisions they have, actually. Let's check that in a second. Let's get the fuel refining. Actually, we don't really need that. Instead, I'd like to maybe get the anti-air bonuses or tank tech. Maybe the engineer companies. I can't believe we haven't gotten the engineer 2s, actually. That's surprising. Let's try and cut off these divisions here and take this. It's an easy win. Easy win up there. Alright. Not too much we could do over there, but we got our tanks in the right spot now, so let's push and do like almost a spearhead through here. I'd like to... Let's not move too fast. Let's try and get to Munster. We should be able to win that really quick. Alright, let's get the... Let's get the radar. Radar makes sense to me. Yeah, and of course they're filling out this front line, but let's do... Maybe we could get a victory up here. Even with our mountaineer divisions, it's difficult. It's difficult to get a win. It's just such a good defensive position that it's just really difficult to break. Yeah. We did cut this off, though. So let's go and destroy those divisions. Okay, we pushed them there. Let's try and kind of surround this area now up along the railway. and the river as we're kind of moving in to kind of help fatten up the line there. Alright, and these infantry divisions are training though, and they're training much faster. So I think we're going to use that probably over here maybe, something like that. Yeah, because this is a very exposed front now. In fact, yeah, I think we're going to bring those infantry divisions over here now. Where are they? They're over here. Okay, I mean, we'll bring them in, but let's just wait for a moment. We don't want to move too fast, but also you kind of also want to move fast. Okay, we got the expanded corporatism. That's going to give us some really nice bonuses. Let's take Feta Mussolini now. Start working towards Greater Italy. Okay, they're going to try and cut us off here, so what we're going to do, I think we'll try and move like that. Try and cut them off. We don't want to attack, we just want to hold. This is a bit tricky. We could try and attack there to, you know, because he's going to defend it. Let's move in to try and hold it then. Are the supply lines even connected here? They're not. Again, this seems to be the problem. Like, there's established rail lines, and they're just not connected. That's kind of the problem. Could we win here? Yeah, maybe. Okay, those divisions are training. Okay, got some new dockyards. Let's put those on the new submarines, which apparently need to be upgraded already. Let's also get some more on tanks and more on guns. Alright. Manchukuo claims into China. That's interesting. I don't know if that's historical, because doesn't Japan claim it? That's kind of interesting. I don't know if that normally happens. We're going to attack there, leave him. Alright. That looks pretty good. Got that increased armor protection research. Let's go and get another one. Alright, let's keep it going. It's Christmas time here, but I live in the South, so when you live in the South, you get fireworks on Christmas, and I had to actually stop recording for a second because it was so loud. I could barely hear myself speak. But I do hope everyone's having a good holiday season. I've been enjoying making this series over the holidays here. But if you do hear fireworks in the background, I apologize. Not much I can do about that, since I want to get this video out today. Let's go ahead and attack here. Looks like we might have an opportunity. I think they've kind of had some supply difficulties. We actually got our unit cut off here. I'm wondering how that happened. I don't know if we can save this division, actually. Oh, they have an open tile here. Let's try and push in, see what we can do. See what we can do. Maybe. Maybe we can save this unit. And it looks like we might be able to. Oh, they're going to try and move some units in, but we did get them back. Now we can actually destroy these units from what it looks like. Okay, so we've... Okay, let's go ahead and try and encircle here if we can. And push into Hanover here as well. Not sure how to... the best way to go about that is, but I think we need to try and get to the coastline. Let's get some more building, and we unlocked all those new building slots. So let's build all those new mills. Look how many more factories we have now, guys. That is really good. We've managed to kind of fatten up this front line. So I think that means could be able to push up here and encircle. Well, they wouldn't be encircled, but they'd be cut off in a sense. Not truly, but in a sense. That's not going to work because I don't think we have enough supply to really support that attack. Again, I mean, we need to get these supply lines connected. And they are not connected, so let's do something like this. That looks good, I think. Maybe, kind of. Yeah, that should work. We got a new doctrine. Let's get the air superiority bonus. And speaking of, let's check the air. Yeah, we don't need divisions here anymore. We need them up here. That's where they're going to matter. We're not pushing here anymore. We're pushing over in this region as we try to cut off this pocket. Let's push up here as well. Just trying to take Hanover. I think we can do it if we do something like that. And I think we might be able to get this. Let's see how close they are to capitulating. They're 70%, which isn't nothing, but still a little ways to go as well. And we've reached the coastline. This is great. We really want to push into Germany here, but these units are isolated, so that's good. Let's see if we can't encircle them by like pushing up and around Hamburg here. That would be ideal. I'm gonna push them into a little pocket. Let's get those units over. So we want to have like 25 of these divisions in their own army. Let's close this for a second. Put them in their own army under a new general. I will do this guy. He's a hill fighter. And we'll put him under this division. And I think we're gonna bring him. We'll bring him over here to, I guess, this front. Where are we gonna need them? We need them to hold a line, so that's gonna be up here. So let's bring him. These are lesser trained divisions as well, so we want them on this front line. So let's just do something like this to kind of help hold this line while we make maneuvers. So bring those divisions in. Yeah, 'cause stuff like this is going to happen where we nearly get cut off. And if our tanks get cut off, that is not good, I can tell you. We need to also try and cut this pocket off. I'm surprised we're not able to win that. Like, really surprised. So instead of attacking there, it might be more fruitful to have our tanks assist there. I mean, this is actually really surprising that we're not able to win this. Why? Just experience? Interesting. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe the units we had, like, attacking just weren't good. Let's switch over to building these. Let's get more subs building. I remember we had to replace those. Okay, that looks good. Alright, so we're moving those guys over. We can put these under this single army and bring them over. Maybe we could put the Mountaineers with him. Put them in their own army over here, and maybe we can get a focused offensive going up in Silesia. Could get him infantry expert as well. These are the tanks, which are still training, but they're getting there. They're getting there. Those are going to be helpful. So we've almost got an encirclement here, so we want to push that. We want to make sure we get in there and don't lose Hanover. Oh, we want to pin. Want to pin them here and here, so they don't get away. Okay, we encircled them. Excellent. All right. As for this army, I don't know. Okay, we can use the green army to kind of focus our expansion here. Let's try and crush these units really quick. Okay, Feta Mussolini. Let's go towards Divino Duce. That's the route we want to go to. And we are going to Let's see. Remove the Shadow Mussolini. I think we want to get rid of it. We've moved on. Let's execute him. Be gone. We've moved on. We have far surpassed Mussolini. And after being ousted from power in Italy, Benito Mussolini was put under house arrest for criminal incompetence and treason by inaction, waiting his fate, which finally caught up to him. Early this morning, the former leader of Italy faced a firing squad in front of a small group of representatives from the government, was buried the same day in a private ceremony attended by his closest family. So ends the life of Mussolini. Much deserved, much deserved. His incompetence would have cost us dearly, to say the least. Let's push here. Again, just trying to destroy these divisions really quick. United States have been called in. We're 51%. So what's interesting is I feel like that actually went down. I think they were 70% towards capitulation. So I'm wondering why. Let's see. Capitulate. They're currently fighting with their faction. Will only send all major faction members in the war have capitulated. Yeah, it's just them. So I'm wondering why. I think, oh, did they get a victory point back or something? Oh, they've managed to take Berlin. Okay. I was curious about that. I was like, that's surprising. I guess I wasn't looking at this front. This is way outstretched. Okay, that's why. Let's pull this back and have this sort of Mountaineer Division cover this front instead. So we can actually defend this, because we're going to be in trouble if we're trying to do this. Let's move down here for a second. Whoops. Yeah, let's let them fill in there, and then we can try and retake Berlin in due time. All right. Let's see if we can't push in here. I think we could just take Hamburg and pin them here. That would be big. Okay. I think we might be able to just do this. I think they've called some of their divisions back as they have suffered further defeats. Yeah, we got Hamburg. I don't want to pull back. I don't know why he wants to pull back there. It's these divisions, man. Sometimes these divisions are super silly. They just do not make any sense. Alright, let's try and push across here. And we had a good opportunity, but... Alright. Let's walk there, and they should be cut off over here. Okay, so these tank divisions should be done as well. So we're going to use them to actually close this up and push in. So let's move those tanks over. Get them moving in that direction. And our current other tanks that we have need to be assigned back to Berlin here. Well, kind of this region generally. We can swing down and get Berlin in a minute. We want to push up to here and kind of get over the river. So let's have them like that. We can put them under the same general, but we want to have those units over here instead. Yeah, there we go. That makes sense. Move those tanks around, shuffle around just a bit. Okay, so we've also, I think we got pushed back here again. Okay, we've gotten cut off here as well, which is not great, but easy enough we can get that back with those tanks. Let's have one of those units come here. One of these guys go here. This is a quite long and drawn out war. I expected to take them out a little bit earlier than this. We're still making really great progress, but it's also just difficult. They have greatly suffered on the Soviet front, though, as a result of having to respond to our forces, which is to be expected, to be honest with you. And Also intelligent of them, because if they didn't, then they would be in much worse shape. Okay, so it's actually reassigned the divisions I had over here and put them on the wrong front, so let's fix that. Get them over here instead. Yeah, okay. Let's have our tanks and our giant Turkish tank push over. Get up to the river. Okay, so those units need to be like cycled out or something. Because they're costing us that battle. Let's move in here to assist. Let's pin there. Let's actually see if we can't win here. Maybe get around them. Alright, let's just try and... We have some major supply issues here. What's going on? I just don't think the range is far enough. Where's the nearest supply hub? Right here. So we need to try and take this. Even if we have low supply, we need to try and take it. Yeah, so we'll take that pretty easily. And we can reconnect that supply, maybe. Yes, we should be able to. Or not, it's... Oh yeah, it's around here, okay. So we should be able to get that pretty soon. And just push in and surround them at this point. Just basically roll right over them. Hopefully not allow them to retreat. I just want to destroy those divisions. Alright, we got over the river here. Let's keep pushing. Let's see if we can't... Let's bring these tanks over, actually. And see if we can't kind of... Because we're already over the river here, so let's see if we can't get Berlin back. Okay, got some more divisions for our garrison. Our allies are losing here, unsurprisingly. Let's actually see if we can't take Ostrava. And they won't let me stop attacking there, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and attack that. Okay, so we're attacking here. It looks like we can win. Let's assist with our infantry. Got some more dockyards. Let's go ahead and put those on those destroyers. Alright, so let's just take these guys and close up the pocket now. Close that pocket up. Get back to Berlin. Again, this whole region doesn't really matter. What matters more is just getting this territory occupied for the peace deal. Let's take these guys now, and we need to make a decision. So we could continue pushing to Berlin, or alternatively, we could take these tanks and try and steamroll through here and close up this pocket. And the advantage of that is we can occupy all this land and get it easily in the peace deal. But we're only going to be doing that with our own faction, though we still need the points to contest against them, so maybe we should occupy it. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Let's take these tank units. So these ones. And have them just come over here. We're going to go along the coast and just take all these tiles and completely encircle them, cut off their divisions, just go up through the Netherlands, through the lowlands, and reconnect up. And this will be a huge pocket here around the Maginot area. But we're going to leave it off for this episode. We're getting really close. Starting the next episode, we should be able to capitulate Germany and figure out what we're going to do next. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoy the series and enjoy these longer videos, make sure to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts, what you think, and yeah, see you in the next one.